Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2018 Graduation Assembly in honor of our fall graduating seniors. I'm Alberto Garcia Madero, a pre-law student in the Honors College, pursuing a Bachelor's in Business Administration and International Business. It is my pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Before we begin, I'd like to remind our graduates that if you have not done so already, to please sign in at the registration table outside. And I would also like to remind all of us to please silence our cell phones at this time. Now, I would like to ask that all of our faculty and staff in the Honors College please stand up at this moment and be recognized. Our faculty are the cornerstone of academic excellence here at FIU. The faculty are heavily involved with mentoring our students and guiding them towards achieving academic excellence. Thank you for your commitment to our students and to the Honors College. As we begin our assembly, I would like to invite Heartbeats, our Honors College a cappella group, to come forward with a special performance. Please stand as they sing the FIU alma mater. Thank you, Heartbeats. I know that one day we will all be having to pay to listen to performances like that from you guys. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Juan Espinoza, Dean of the Honors College.
How many of you still have finals? Oh my goodness, all the more reason for me to be grateful to see you here tonight. We have almost 200 graduates. If you look at the back of your program, you can see that the font is getting smaller and smaller every year. I think this must be font 2, something like that. I remember when it was font 10. So I'm very happy that you're here. It's my honor to welcome you to this evening's program. It's also my honor to almost say goodbye, because I will be seeing all of you at your commencement ceremony. I'll be there on stage, and I'll be looking down, stage left, the few front rows, and there I will find you with your medallion that you'll be getting here tonight. You'll have your special tassel from your hat, and that's when I'll be saying goodbye to you, at least for now. Because I expect to hear from you. I know that a bunch of you are on my Facebook page, but I do expect for you to become alums. Actually, at orientation, when you first came in, or when you came in as a transfer, at the transfer orientation, you automatically became alumni of the Honors College. And at the end of the program tonight, you'll hear a little bit more about what it means to be an alum of the Honors College. And actually, our guest speaker is an Honors College alum. And you'll find out more sometimes in the distance how being an Honors College alum means more and more and more, and the connections that you've made over the last 4, 3, 2 years, some of you more, frankly, have become really important. Now, I hope that you are graduating with the intellectual and vocational skills you need to succeed in the world in the next phase of your life. You need to be adaptable, agile, creative, flexible. You have to make yourself, in essence, robot-proof. And I think here's where Honors College students have an advantage, because not only have you had the opportunity to get the best undergraduate education in the world here at Florida International University, and it is here if you grasp it, but I also hope that you have been able to understand the importance of knowing how to connect dots, the importance of being able to decipher jumbles, to see the specific in the confusing, and to be able to see patterns and be able to understand what they mean. It's important for you also to become well-rounded, and this is just the beginning. And the interdisciplinary approach that the curriculum at the Honors College has, which you may or may not be aware of right now, but will, in a sense, ripen with time. When you realize that when you leave here and go to your engineering job at Boeing, or you go to medical school, or you go to the Peace Corps, or what have you, at least the ethos of the Honors College will be with you, and you will see, Professor Markowitz was right. Professor Roller gave me that advantage now that I'm in medical school that no one else had at this university, because you're members of the Honors College, and because you are different. And I want you to remember that. Now, I mentioned being adaptable, being agile, and you hear all kinds of dudes saying things like, in 10 years, your job will be gone, or you will be replaced by artificial intelligence. Machine learning will not need people in finance or accounting or what have you. All these doomsayers telling us that global climate change and political instability and all kinds of chaos that's going on in the world today will sort of, for some of us, it'll mean we're going to think about limiting our scope of what we do. But I think all this craziness going on in the world, you guys are better equipped to handle it than other people. I want you to see hope in each other, hope in what you can do, understand that relationships matter, the relationships with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues here at FIU, and as you move forward. I want you, despite the doomsayers, to look at yourselves as fully prepared to tackle whatever the world has to offer you, but also to recognize opportunities. Sometimes we let opportunities just walk on by because maybe we're not looking, maybe we're not paying attention, maybe we can't decipher the pattern or whatever, what it is an opportunity or signifies, but you are prepared. And when I wave at you from the stage at your respective commencement exercise, I will be able to at least tell myself that I had a little bit of a role, whether you were my student in one of my seminars or not, a little bit of a role as honors college in helping you be better prepared for what comes in front of you. All the good, the bad, the joys, the sorrows, the stress, all of that, you're better prepared for having been here. Now, let's get started. Alberto, come on back. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Espinoza. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker, Joel Gonzalez. Joel came from Cuba to the United States in 1980, arriving on an overcrowded boat full of hopes and dreams. Joel attended Florida International University, earning a BA in International Relations with a minor in business. Joel graduated through the Honors College at FIU with a, get this, 3.77 GPA. He's a natural entrepreneur. Joel founded an apparel company, which led him to create his own underwear brand. Within his first 13 months of business, the brand retailed $1 million. Let me reiterate that, $1 million in a little over a year, when most businesses fail in 2. From that success, he and his team continued to create and develop more brands. Today, they own 21 men's apparel brands. In October of 2013, the company began to acquire their e-commerce customers and competitors, and pivoted from a wholesale company to a direct-to-consumer brand. His capital company, Mortal Capital, has acquired a total of 9 businesses to date and is in talks to procure more. Joel has proven that hard work pays off, creating a company that profits over $1 million a year and whose inception was in the flea market. In 2013, Joel received the prestigious Torch Award, FIU's highest alumni honor. Joel and his wife Jessica, a nursing graduate from 05, have 4 children and live in Western Florida. After achieving semi-retirement, Joel now has time to do things he enjoys, which us students don't have, such as lifting weights, running, continuing his education, and inspiring the next generation like yourselves. Please join me in welcoming Joel Gonzalez.
Hi everyone. All right, so a lot of the things that I have here are very similar to what Dr. Espinoza said, but so his were the better, more eloquent version of the things I'll be covering. All right, so 4 words. 4 words are what I want you to take away from this speech today. I'll be standing up here for about 10 minutes, and this is a speech that I was honored to give, and even more honored that I'm delivering it for you guys. My wish is to have you leave inspired, maybe laugh a little bit, but what I mostly want you to do is take away these 4 words. They are make every day count. Take a long, close look at where you are today, and look at where you want to be in 5, 10, and even 20 years. And remember that every day that you're given is an opportunity where you use it however you want to use it. So you make each one of those days count. Because in essence, whatever you're choosing to do, you're exchanging one day of your life for that thing that you're doing. So I want you to open your eyes. I want you to open your ears, engage your senses, notice things around you, everything around you. No matter how big or how small, I want you to notice them. This means even putting it on your smartphone sometimes. So make every day count. Make mistakes, but learn from them. And then don't be too hard on yourself. You have to let loose a little bit. And life is a race. And in the end, you'll realize it's only against yourself. I want you to meet people. And when you meet them, I want you to look them in the eye when you talk to them. I want you to follow along in their conversation, engage with them, ask questions. You never know what's around the corner, and you never know who you're going to meet that can help take you to the next level. You know, inspiration is funny. It can come from out of nowhere. Some of my favorite stories involve the butterfly effect type of things, where one small, tiny, insignificant event can lead to something big. Like the classic example of a butterfly flapping its wings in New Mexico and how that could cause a hurricane in China or something to that effect, right? I once saw a clip that I absolutely fell in love with on TED Talk, a TED conference in Canada. It's a man named Drew Dudley who gave a presentation and told a very good story. He said that on his last day working at college, a girl came up to him and said, "I remember the first day I met you." Drew literally had zero idea who this girl was and didn't remember anything about her, but apparently they met 4 years earlier. On the day before she started her university, she was so stressed and so scared, didn't want to be there, and told her parents that she knew she didn't want to go to college. It just wasn't for her. She wasn't ready. Well, the parents told her, "Let's give it a shot. Let's go tomorrow to the school. We're going to go to the registration. If it doesn't work out, you can leave." And as they stood in line, the girl realized that she did not want to be there. She was very nervous. And when she came to the decision in her mind that that's it, she's not going to do it, she turned to tell her parents, "I don't want to be here." And she saw a man, the man who told the story on the TED Talk, wearing a ridiculous hat and handing out lollipops. He worked his way down the line handing out lollipops, and when he got to this girl, he stopped and he stared at her, probably for an uncomfortable moment, and he handed a lollipop to the boy next to her and said, "You need to give this beautiful woman a lollipop." Well, the boy, very embarrassed, handed the lollipop to the girl, and the man looked at the girl's parents and said, "You see this? You see this? First time out of the house and she's already accepting candy from a stranger." Everyone in a 20-foot radius erupted in laughter in that admissions line. And the girl continued to say, as she's telling the story to this man, "I know this is cheesy, and I don't know why I'm telling you this, but in that moment when everyone was laughing, I knew that I shouldn't quit. I knew I was where I was supposed to be. I haven't spoken to you in the 4 years since that day, but I heard you were leaving, and I had to come up to you and tell you that you've been an incredibly important person in my life, and I'm going to miss you." The man stood there stunned and dumbfounded, and as the girl walked away, she turned around and said, "You should also know that we've been dating now for 4 years, that boy that gave me the lollipop." A year and a half later, the man received an invitation to their wedding. How many people here have had a moment like this? A moment where someone said something or did something that made your life fundamentally better. How many have told that to this person? It's interesting to me that we choose to celebrate things and other things we don't choose to celebrate. An example is a birthday. All you have to do is stay alive for 365 days and you have a big party. Yet when someone who comes along and changes our life, we don't celebrate that. We sometimes don't even tell them. So I think you should let the people who have been instrumental in your success know about that. Keep learning, seek advice, try new things, keep in touch with your professors, find a mentor, and more importantly, again, be a mentor. When you find a mentor, keep them in your life. Go out for coffee every few months. People pay thousands of dollars to get advice from people they don't know, but you can get the same thing from a mentor for a $5 cup of coffee. And speaking of coffee, be mindful with your money. I'm not going to tell you how to spend it, but just be mindful. Don't buy things that you don't need. And I once read a quote that said, skip the Starbucks, buy Folgers, and invest the rest. Invest your money into your future. Like Warren Buffett says, when people are greedy, be careful. And when people are being careful, be greedy. Don't go with the tide, go against it. Only when the tide goes out do you find out who's been swimming naked all along. Look for small victories. Success breeds success. So find those small victories and use those as stepping stones to the larger victories that will come along your way if you stay at it. And work hard. Always be the hardest worker in the room. I'm paraphrasing here, but Mark Cuban says, I work every day to kick my own butt, because if not, I know someone's coming behind to do it. Hustle from the moment you wake up. Never, and I repeat, never hit the snooze button on your alarm clock. You do not want to start your day off with a nap. It's going to decide the type of person you are and the type of success you're going to have. Get off the couch. Stop watching sitcoms and movies and things that bring you nothing, because all you're doing is watching someone else live out their dream in a movie or a television program. Instead, get off that couch and go live your own life and your own program and be your own movie. And choose your company carefully. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. So be very careful on who your friends are and the influences you let in your life. Take care of your mind and your body. Read or listen to a book a week. Eat a salad a day, and untrain yourself from our society's addiction to sugar. Know when to say no. If you see something that isn't taking you in the direction you want to go, don't waste your life doing it. Don't be too busy working in your life and so deep in the weeds that you don't lift your head and work on your life and making it better. My goal in writing the speech was to pack in as much advice as I could, advice to help me shape myself to be the person I am. And I learned from a young age that success isn't given to you. Nothing, absolutely nothing in this life that's worth getting is easy. This isn't easy either. All right. So you will catch breaks here and there. We all have done this. But everything you want in life is going to come with hard work, all the valuable things that you want. Have confidence in yourself. Have a purpose in everything you do. And that purpose should be that it ultimately results in a better you. There's such irony in life. When I was 5 years old, you know what I wanted to be? I was going to be Bigfoot. I remember in school my teacher asking the class, what do you want to be? It's funny, you ask a group of kindergartners and they know what they want to be, and they know what they will be. I would venture to guess if I asked any of you out here what you want to be, you probably would answer with a lot less conviction than that. As adults, we create our own outs for ourselves, don't we? I want to own my own business, but I didn't go to business school, or my ideas might not be realistic. Don't get complacent. Be a lifetime learner. You can be anything you want to be. Okay, maybe not Bigfoot, but other than that, you can do anything you want to be. Have the confidence in yourself and take some risks, but you need to make every day count. In the end, life's pretty easy, and the good part is you're always right. All these dreams you have and aspirations, whether you believe you can do them or not, you're always right. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. That was an amazing speech and so many things that I hope will echo with our students here tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to celebrate our graduates with us. We will now have the presentation of certificates, medallions, and tassels for our graduates. We will invite our graduates to line up on the side of the stage in small sections to my left. We ask that you wait until Lily and Grizel are in front of your select section. Lily and Grizel, please wave your hand for our graduates so they know which section they will be beginning from. And these two lovely ladies will be the ones you'll be looking for. You will then hand your card to me when it is your turn and proceed to center stage as I call your name to receive your tassel and your medallion. Please bring your certificate for it to be included in your photo. At this time, I would like to invite Gina Espinoza and Joel and Rosie to join me on stage to assist with the presentation. Before we begin, I want to go ahead and take a minute to thank Joel once again for coming. We have a nice little gift for you that Denise will also be giving you. Thank you so much for coming and taking the time to come out. All right, is everybody ready? Do the parents have their cameras ready?
Section by section. We'll be standing for a really long time, trust me. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Shayla Tendero. Shayla majored in sociology. Shayla plans to pursue her MD and a master's in public health. In the future, she aspires to become a pediatric oncologist. Patricia Margarita Otero Valdez. Patricia majored in biology and interdisciplinary studies with a minor in psychology. Patricia plans to pursue medical school in the upcoming year. Throughout her gap year, she wishes to complete a research intense post-bac program as well as help the community by attending multiple mission trips. Emily Nicole Buchavez. Emily majored in biological sciences with a minor in chemistry. Emily plans to pursue further education at Nova Southeastern University College of Pharmacy. In the future, she hopes to work as a clinical pharmacist in the Miami area. We know we have a future pharmacist in the room. Arlette Gonzalez. Arlette majored in biology. She plans to attend medical school for pediatrics and specialize in neonatology. In the future, she hopes to open up her own pediatric center. Samuel Alexander Salazar. Samuel majored in biological sciences and is graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations. He has worked in the service lab at FIU and has completed programs with the Howard Hughes Medical Institute and Yale University. Samuel plans to apply to medical schools this upcoming spring to obtain his MD, hoping to specialize in infectious diseases. Cynthia Prevost. Cynthia majored in international relations with a minor in political science and certificates in national security and Latin American studies. Cynthia plans to pursue a law degree at FIU College of Law, who, in the future, she hopes to work as a civil rights attorney. Kevin Irazari. Kevin majored in biological sciences. He plans on obtaining a master's degree in biological sciences and later moving towards a medical doctorate. He hopes to practice medicine as an emergency physician. Amro Khalid Al-Asai. Amro is a Worlds Ahead graduate. He received 10 awards during his tenure at FIU, including FIU's Undergraduate Scholar of the Year for 2017. He is graduating with a degree in biological sciences and interdisciplinary studies with a chemistry minor. It's a lot. He aims to become a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon and works with Doctors Without Borders to reach to those in need. Congrats. Maria Sol Falve Reyes. Sol majored in social work. Over the past 2 semesters, she has been interning in the Florida Center for Survivors of Torture. She has been offered a full-time position there after graduation, where she will continue her work with clients. She hopes to later complete her master's and continue to be the positive change needed in society. Melissa Marie Cancio. Melissa majored in public relations, advertising, and applied communication with a minor in business communication. Melissa plans to pursue her master's in business administration with a focus in marketing. In the future, she hopes to continue helping raise awareness for causes she holds dear to her heart and perhaps create her own nonprofit organization. Amanda Lee Yankowski. Amanda majored in environmental engineering. Amanda plans to pursue her master's degree in environmental engineering at FIU. In the future, she hopes to work for the Department of Energy in their nuclear waste remediation program. Chantal Maribel Minyari. Chantal majored in international business with a certificate in Asian studies. Chantal plans on traveling the world with hopes of tasting every dish known to man. Let me know how that goes. Lanier Corso. Lanier majored in biology to apply for dental school. He is currently applying for next year's cycle to get his specialty in orthodontics. In the future, he hopes to open his own clinic and work with his uncle, a well-known dentist with 25 years of experience. And congratulations on the baby. Leonardo Bruno Sosa. Leonardo is a 20-year-old first-generation college dreamer graduating summa cum laude. Congratulations. And after less than 3 years at FIU, he majored in biological sciences with a minor in chemistry. In the future, Leo plans to attend the David Geffen School of Medicine at UCLA with hopes to become an emergency department physician or a trauma surgeon. Alicia Faray Shahid. Alicia majored in psychology. She plans to pursue her doctorate degree in clinical psychology with a focus on child and family psychology. In the future, Alicia hopes to work as a professor and as a researcher in a university setting. Marie-Anne Altuve. Marie majored in interdisciplinary studies and is a first-generation college graduate. To honor her parents' legacy, Marie-Anne plans to work in the marketing field in the fashion and beauty industry. She hopes to inspire others to live life on their own terms through her online brand, Self-Made. She plans on starting her own cosmetic line, focused on clean ingredients free of carcinogens. A percentage of the proceeds will help fund cancer research. Natalie Michelle Brunel. Natalie majored in biological sciences with a certificate in European and Eurasian studies. She plans to pursue a master's in microbiology and infectious diseases, ultimately going to medical school to become a medical professional. In the future, she hopes to become a pathologist. Pumrat Rasami Komen. Pumrat majored in biomedical engineering. He plans to pursue his passion in medicine with a focus on internal medicine. He hopes to work at a hospital somewhere in the US in the beginning of his career and eventually own his own hospital. Yakima Was. Yakima majored in psychology. She plans on attending graduate school at Nova Southeastern University to pursue her master's degree in counseling. In the future, she hopes to work with children that have disabilities. Jasmine Zohair Haddad. Jasmine majored in biomedical engineering with a concentration in biomechanics and project development. Jasmine plans on advancing her expertise in medical device project management through employment at a medical technology firm. After becoming conversant with the complex issues facing medicine and medical technology, Jasmine wishes to attend med school with the intent of applying her proficiencies to pioneer technologically advanced plans of care. Umaima Sarwana. Umaima majored in biomedical engineering with a minor in chemistry. Umaima plans to use her research experience and tenacious nature to overcome one of the hardest challenges in her academic career, excelling in medical school and expanding her personal network. Thank you. Daniel Bolivar. Daniel majored in finance and plans to pursue a master's degree at the University of Chicago, Booth College of Business. He hopes to work for Boeing in Chicago and eventually start his own company. Daniel Alexander Gonzalez. Daniel majored in economics. He will continue building his startup, Soundbite, a consumer messaging app for touch-free communication. Daniel plans to make Soundbite the largest technology startup to come out of Miami. I must say, everybody's getting their advertisement out for their nonprofits and startups. Gabrielle Elizabeth Moya. Gabrielle double majored in business management and marketing. During her time at FIU, she started her own apparel business, Blue Kawana Surf, which focuses on beach cleanups. Gabrielle plans to continue her digital strategy internship at the University of Miami Athletics Department, pursue commercial real estate investments, and apply to graduate school to continue her education in business. Rafat Shadhori. Rafat majored in biomedical engineering. She wants to pursue her career to create affordable medical devices for underdeveloped and developing countries. She's an advocate for those affected by mental health and women whose mental health has been marred. She wants to continue doing this in the future in conjunction with global leaders. Simone Marie Oliphant. Simone majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue her doctoral degree in conservation biology with a focus on the effects of climate change on tropical plants. After obtaining her PhD, she hopes to be able to give back to her home country of Jamaica by establishing a conservation program to aid in the protection of native plants. Daniel E. Zayas. With a major in political science, Daniel plans to attend FIU Law in 2019. Trevor Allen Holden. Trevor majored in accounting and plans to pursue his master's degree in accounting. In the future, he hopes to work for a major accounting firm. Arlenis Kuhler Suarez. Arlenis majored in biology, and her goal is to become a doctor of dental medicine and specialize in dental surgery. In the future, she hopes to have her own practice and travel the world. Arlenis Kuhler Suarez. Arlenis majored in biology. She plans to pursue her degree in dental medicine. In the future, she hopes to have her own practice as a pediatric dentist and travel the world. That's awesome. I didn't tell you guys. Annabelle Guevara Santos. Annabelle majored in communications and digital media studies. She plans to pursue a career in the digital media field, freelancing as a graphic designer and videographer while expanding her skill sets in web design and user experience. Beatriz Madral. Beatriz majored in biology on the pre-med track and plans to pursue a medical doctorate degree in the upcoming year. In the future, she hopes to become a physician. Isaiah Fernando Colon. Isaiah majored in psychology and completed the pre-med track and plans to pursue an MD in pediatrics to give children a voice and stay healthy. Karina Gutierrez Noriega. Karina majored in psychology with a minor in dance studies. Karina plans to pursue her PhD in clinical psychology. In the future, she plans to open up her own rehabilitation home for substance abuse. Brian Aldo Lastra. Brian majored in accounting with a minor in business analytics. Brian begins a second internship with BDO USA LLP in January. He also plans to begin his master's in accounting at either FIU or FAU to earn his CPA. Velasquez D. Gerard Calderon. Velasquez is graduating with 2 degrees, one in psychology and another in political science, with a minor in international relations. Next, she plans to pursue her master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology. Eventually, she would like to return to FIU to work. We're welcoming you back with open hands. Amanda Maria Esteves. Amanda majored in accounting with a certificate in pre-law skills and professional values. Amanda plans to pursue her master's in accounting and become a certified public accountant. She hopes to secure a full-time position with PricewaterhouseCoopers. Sabrina Garden. Sabrina majored in accounting and plans to pursue her master's degree in accounting with a track in analytics. Her goals include becoming a CPA and working for one of the Big 4 public accounting firms. Christina Arias. Christina majored in history during her time at FIU. After graduation, Christina will be working at Fiplex Communications until August, when she will begin law school. In the future, Christina plans to become a corporate transactional attorney. Edward James Sorain. Edward majored in biochemistry and plans to pursue a doctorate degree in molecular biology and biochemistry with a focus on the influence of epigenetic markers and DNA repair mechanisms on the expression of genetic diseases. In the future, he hopes to be doing research on the effects of aging in DNA and the treatment of genetically infused diseases. As an author. Camilo Dowd. Camilo majored in English literature with a certificate in film and plans to pursue a JD with a focus on commercial law. In the future, he hopes to become a partner at a big law firm. James Clayton. James majored in international business and management with a certificate in international bank management. Mr. Clayton will pursue his MBA in the spring. In the future, he hopes to be a hostage negotiator. Nancy Leonardo Martinez. Nancy majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue a master's degree in biomedical science with a dental curriculum. In the future, she hopes to be a dentist and provide care for children with cleft lip and palate and craniofacial anomalies. Maria Eloisa Caricarte. Maria majored in hospitality management with a focus in event planning. Maria plans to pursue her master's degree in public health. In the future, she hopes to continue working with Florida International University. Enrique Felipe Espinel. Enrique majored in computer engineering with concentration in software design, telecommunications, data security, and embedded systems. Enrique has accepted a full-time position as a software engineer for JP Morgan Chase & Co. in New York. Enrique also plans to pursue his master's degree in information systems with a focus on cybersecurity, which will be paid by JP Morgan Chase. Jennifer Alava. Jennifer majored in biology and plans to pursue a DMD at Nova Southeastern University as part of the graduating class of 2023. Nicole Hernandez. Nicole majored in biology and interdisciplinary studies. Nicole plans to pursue her medical degree with a focus on pediatrics, specifically neonatology. In the future, she hopes to work in a hospital as a neonatologist with a focus on outpatient follow-up. Felicia Marie Kirk. Felicia majored in biological sciences on the pre-medical track. She plans on taking a gap year to work and apply to medical schools in hopes of attending one at a historically black college or university. In the future, she will become a neurosurgeon. Marisela Cabezas. Marisela majored in biological sciences with a minor in chemistry. She plans to attend physician assistant school and hopes to be a PA. In the future, she hopes to work along physicians in the medical field. Lorraine Maloney. Lorraine majored in biology with a second major in interdisciplinary studies. She plans on joining the U.S. Air Force and will be entering graduate school to pursue a degree in dental medicine. She also plans on traveling to Japan and South Korea with her family in the summer before matriculating in UCLA Dental School next fall. Laura Beatriz Gutierrez. Laura majored in biology with a minor in psychology. She plans to attend medical school to pursue an MD and focus on emergency medicine. Amanda Delgado. Amanda majored in psychology and interdisciplinary studies. She plans to work for 2 years as a research assistant and then pursue her graduate studies in developmental psychology. In the future, she hopes to conduct research on language acquisition and the role of parent-child interactions in sociocultural context. Sebastián Villanueva Villarreal. Sebastian majored in political science with a major in international relations. He plans to pursue a Juris Doctorate degree specializing in intellectual property and immigration law. In the future, Sebastian hopes to work with the Southern Poverty Law Center and the Human Rights Campaign. Gabriela Rodriguez Franco. Gabriela majored in biomedical engineering. She plans to pursue a career in the biomedical industry. In the future, she plans to do a master's in computer science and materials engineering. Simon Londoño. Simon majored in biology with a minor in chemistry. He plans on attending medical school to pursue his interest in orthopedic surgery. In the future, he hopes to have his own private practice in Miami. We know who to go to. John Carlos Medina. John Carlos majored in biology and interdisciplinary studies. He plans to pursue a medical degree and hopes to provide quality care to underserved communities across South Florida. Hamli Lee. Hamli majored in biological sciences with a minor in psychology. In the meantime, Hamli plans to work in a job related to her major as she prepares for medical school. Gina Marie Martins. Gina majored in public relations with a minor in English. Gina plans to use her degree to work in the music industry and independent music events. She currently has her own radio show with Jolt Radio and is a booking agent for music acts with Minimax events. Stephen Alexander Placers. Stephen majored in accounting. He plans to pursue his CPA starting in January, as well as has his master's degree in accounting with a focus in taxation. God bless you. In the future, he will continue to work at Morrison, Brown, and Agris and Farah LLC, the same place he has been interning for over 2 years. Estefania Laston. Estefania double majored in international business and marketing with certificates in global media communications, retail marketing and management, marketing research and analysis, social media and e-marketing, and European and Eurasian studies. After graduation, Estefania plans to pursue her MBA. In the future, she hopes to work in the fashion industry and invest in real estate. So good luck. Brittany Gonzalez. Brittany majored in political science and international relations with a certificate in leadership studies and a focus in American foreign policy. Brittany plans to pursue a law degree or a master's degree in political theory. In the future, Brittany hopes to pursue a career in Washington, D.C. with the FBI or the CIA. Sophia Elizabeth Menendez. Sophia majored in biology while on his pre-med track. Sophia plans to obtain a certificate in molecular and biomedical sciences and later attend medical school. She hopes to be a pediatric endocrinologist to help children with diabetes and obesity. Gabriel Hilera. Gabriel majored in biomedical engineering with a concentration in cell and tissue engineering. Gabriel plans to pursue a career in project management in an industry that focuses on biomedical devices. In the future, she will work towards the opportunity to complete a PhD in biomedical sciences and engineering. Jamie Ann Reiser. Jamie, a World Ahead graduate, majored in marketing and earned certificates in sales and customer relationship management and health and fitness marketing. After graduation, Jamie plans to pursue a master's degree in higher education and student affairs. In the future, she hopes to work for a university as either a dean of students or Title IX coordinator. Amanda Nicole Silva. Amanda double majored in management and human resource management. Amanda plans on pursuing her master's degree in human resource management at FIU. She plans on remaining in the sports and entertainment industry throughout her career and hopes to work for the Walt Disney Company. Alexandra Maria Sosa. Alexandra majored in marketing and public relations during her studies at FIU. She plans to pursue a marketing master's of business administration degree after gaining several years of experience in the industry. In the future, she hopes to continue working as a part of an in-house marketing division. Eduardo Andres Velázquez. Eduardo majored in criminal justice with a certificate in pre-law skills and professional values with a minor in political science and plans to pursue a law degree at the FIU College of Law. In the future, he hopes to be a practicing attorney. Got a lot of future Panthers. Jorge Trevilla. Jorge majored in criminal justice with a minor in political science with a pre-law certificate, and he plans on pursuing a law degree as well. Juan Carlos Alvarez. Juan Carlos majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue an MD at FIU's med school. After his undergraduate, he will remain involved in Dr. Hagsen's alcohol studies lab with goals to publish his research. He will also be working with peers to bring medical supplies to Cusco, Peru, and build aqueducts systems in the impoverished regions of the Dominican Republic. In the future, as an orthopedic surgeon, he hopes to get athletes back on the field. Ramon Moises Quintero. Ramon majored in health services administration on the pre-med track. Ramon plans to attend medical school in Florida. In the future, he hopes to become an emergency physician and pursue a fellowship in sports medicine. Kevin Guzman. Kevin majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue his MD in the future. He hopes to be a primary care provider, working alongside his father and sisters. Yara Pavon. Yara majored in psychology and interdisciplinary studies with a minor in biology, with a pre-medicine track. Yara intends to pursue her Doctor of Medicine degree and complete her residency in neurology. She wishes to work for Doctors Without Borders at some point in her career and hopes to have her own private practice in the future. Shayla Saeed. Shayla majored in biological sciences and plans to continue her education in medical school with a focus on becoming a pediatrician. In the future, she hopes to have her own practice and help many children and their families. Christian Alfredo Nadarson. Christian majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue his medical degree with a specialization in surgery. In the future, he hopes to open his own private practice. Marcelo Valencia Jr. Marcelo majored in computer science and plans to pursue a career right after graduation with applications sent out to major companies such as Google, Amazon, and American Express. After a few years of work, he hopes to pursue his master's degree in computer science. Marianne Gouveia. Marianne majored in biological sciences and interdisciplinary studies with a minor in chemistry. She plans on attending medical school where she will pursue her dream of becoming a neonatologist. I need to learn how to say that word. Ana Gonzalez. Anna majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue a career in the medical field in hopes of returning to FIU in 2020 as part of the Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine class. Stephanie Anabella Izquierdo. Stephanie participated in arch research and going on to present in the National Conference for Undergraduate Research in Oklahoma. She majored in biological sciences and plans to attend medical school in 2020. Erica Maria Infiesta. Erica majored in both psychology and interdisciplinary studies while on the pre-med track. Erica plans to apply to medical school within this upcoming year. In the meantime, she hopes to gain research and volunteer experience and work as a scribe. In the future, she hopes to open her own private practice. Jacqueline Marie Corey. Jacqueline majored in psychology while satisfying the pre-med track prerequisites. She plans to pursue a medical doctorate. In the future, she hopes to specialize in pediatrics. Samantha Rodriguez. Samantha majored in biological sciences and will be the first in her family to graduate with a bachelor's degree. Congratulations. Samantha plans to pursue her studies in optometry school at Nova Southeastern University next fall. In the future, she hopes to work for her very own private optometry practice. Karima Safia Aziz. Karima is graduating with a bachelor's in biological sciences and a minor in chemistry. Her next goal is to pursue a doctorate degree in pharmacy and becoming a practicing pharmacist in the next 4 years. Aaron Barreto Diaz. Aaron majored in psychology. After his degree, he will be working as a behavior analyst assistant. In the near future, he will be applying to our very own Herbert Wharton College of Medicine, where he plans to get his MD. Denise Elena Montegu. Denise majored in biological sciences on the pre-med track. After her bachelor's, she plans on pursuing a master's degree in public health prior to attending med school. For her MA, she plans on educating the public about public health and providing basic healthcare services in low-income neighborhoods in Florida. Denise hopes to start a nonprofit organization that provides free wigs and wig kits to cancer patients that have lost their hair due to chemotherapy. Santiago Antonio Diaz Sejido. Santiago majored in political science and international relations with certificates in European studies and national security. Santiago plans to attend law school next fall. Lauren Christina Lopez. Lauren double majored in psychology and music and will be graduating cum laude and plans to pursue a performance career in music theater as well as pursue her master's degree in music theater pedagogy. In the future, she hopes to teach music theater at the collegiate level. Jocelyn Alvarez Gonzalez. Jocelyn majored in biological sciences. She plans to pursue her master's degree in biotechnology with a focus on molecular targets and drug discovery technologies. In the future, she hopes to become a medical doctor. Sharon Ayala. Sharon majored in biological sciences and plans to pursue medicine at FIU's Herbert Wharton College of Medicine. In the future, she hopes to work for the CDC. Iris Roseo Gonzalez. Iris majored in biological sciences with a minor in chemistry. She aspires to attend medical school and hopes to become a physician in the United States. She also plans to volunteer in medically underserved countries. Rochelle Amanda Moreno. Rochelle majored in political science with a pre-law certificate. She plans to pursue her law degree at FIU's College of Law. In the future, she intends to become a corporate attorney. Gabrielle Ruby Papito. Gabrielle majored in biological sciences. After graduation, she plans on taking the MCAT and applying to medical school for the 2019 cycle. She will also be acquiring a job in her field either as a phlebotomist or a medical scribe. She aspires to one day become a reproductive endocrinologist. Mariana Barbara. Mariana majored in psychology with a minor in political science. She's an active member in the Tau Sigma National Honor Society, the National Society of Collegiate Scholars, and the FIU Catholic Panthers. Mariana is passionate about disability advocacy and plans to pursue a master's degree at FIU in behavioral psychology. In the future, she hopes to become a board-certified behavioral analyst and work with lawmakers to further crucial legislation, funding, and services for individuals with special needs. Amanda Paola Siliciano. Amanda majored in economics with a minor in political science and plans to pursue a Juris Doctor degree in the future. She hopes to work as a corporate lawyer. Michael Anthony De Fritas. Michael majored in biological sciences and plans to take a gap year to explore the world before entering medical school. In the future, he hopes to be a pediatric congenital heart surgeon. Enjoy the free time before you get into medical school.
Are we all going up with him?
Laura Brizuela. She majored in biology with a pre-med track. After graduation, she plans on applying to medical schools while working full-time doing research. She hopes to one day become a physician. Laura Bravo. Laura majored in biological science. She plans to take a gap year and then apply to medical school. In the future, she hopes to become a pediatric endocrinologist and work at the National Institutes of Health. Eric Alemán Espino. Eric majored in biology and plans to pursue a career as a medical doctor and specialize in cardiac surgery. In the future, he hopes to come up with new and more efficient and secure methods to treat cardiovascular diseases. Andy Alemán Espino. Andy majored in biological sciences. He is pursuing a medical degree and hopes that in the future he can save as many lives as possible. Claudia Alemán Oliva. Claudia majored in biology and she plans to go to med school where she will specialize in dermatology. Elsa Marie Martinez Hernandez. Elsa majored in biological sciences and plans to become a doctor in dental medicine to later specialize in orthodontics. Monique Sule Mercado Rodriguez. Monique majored in English with a minor in anthropology and sociology. Monique plans to pursue a Juris Doctor degree, and she also plans to work as a federal prosecutor for the U.S. Department of Justice. And she is graduating summa cum laude. Luciana D. Orflecher. Luciana majored in chemistry with a minor in biology. She plans to attend medical school and specialize in pediatrics, but for now she will be pursuing a master's in public health with a focus on health administration. In the future, she hopes to work for Doctors Without Borders. Kathleen Lorraine Bravo. Kathleen majored in biology with a secondary education track. Kathleen hopes to work as a science and math teacher in public middle schools after graduation, while attending graduate school and traveling to different parts of the world. Roger Castano. With a degree in business administration, Roger plans to continue his work in the Florida legislature with all future constituents. Mariana Santo. Mariana majored in biology and aims to attend FIU's Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine to pursue her lifelong dream of becoming a pediatrician. Mariana hopes to someday work at Nicholas's Children's Hospital. Rafael Simon. Rafael majored in biological sciences with a plan to pursue a master's degree that is curated for future dental students. In the near future, he hopes to start dental school at Nova Southeastern University and eventually build his own practice right here in South Florida. Sabah Sikanda. Sabah is graduating with a degree in biology. In the future, she plans to become a physician and open up a clinic that provides free or low-cost medical treatment to patients with low socioeconomic statuses. Her goal is to provide quality health care to those who cannot afford it. Hashem Ali. Hashem majored in psychology. She plans to pursue her master's degree in occupational therapy and then get certified with the National Board for Certification of Occupational Therapists. Charlene Christina Taylor. With a major in English and a minor in chemistry, Charlene plans to continue her education by attending medical school. In the future, she hopes to be a doctor of osteopathic medicine and practice internal medicine. And last but not least, Christopher Gabriel Lara. Christopher majored in mechanical engineering and has a passion in aerospace engineering. Chris will continue to pursue his passion working for the Boeing Company. With Boeing, he will be working across Boeing's product lifecycle and development technologies for commercial aircraft, military aircraft, rotorcraft, space vehicles, UAVs, and advanced vehicle prototypes. And in the future, he hopes to become part of the astronaut program to explore Mars. So if you can't tell, there's plenty of doctors in the room in these rooms to save you, and plenty of lawyers to save you from medical malpractice.
Yeah. It's like, why isn't it down?
Please join me once again in congratulating our fall of 2018 graduates.